I have made you too small in my eyes. Oh Lord, forgive me. And I have believed in a lie that you were unable to help me. But now, oh Lord, I see my wrong. Heal my heart and show yourself strong. And in my eyes.
Welcome to another exciting lesson experience of our SBA Thema report system. In today's lesson, being the lesson 3, we are going to look at how to design the student database form. So let me dive right into it by opening our previously saved Excel workbook. So don't forget to save your work. It's very important. So this is what we did earlier on. So today's lesson, we are going to look at how to add another button to it. So in doing that, look at the down here. We have the plus sign over here. So we have so many ways of doing it. You can click on this to add another button to it, or you can click on this and then press the control key and then drag it to this side to create another sheet. So but the simplest way is to click on the plus sign here to add another button to it. So let's say this is the sheet 1, so this will be sheet 2. So I'll just rename it to be about us. So please, let's do the same as what I'm doing because of the student database form that we are going to create. So the reason why I'm asking you to do the same, as for the interface, you can design your own interface, but for the student database form, you do it the same as I'm doing. So the sheet 2, I'll just rename it I'll right click on it, then select rename. So this one I'll name it about us. So whatever is concerning or any information about the system, that's where we are going to do to write them. So you write them in here, but we are not going to do that one right now. So it depends on you. Anything that you want to say about your system, you just add it to it. So the sheet 2 will be about us. Then I'll click on the plus sign again to create a new sheet. So that one to be sheet 3. Then the sheet 3 to, I will name it I'm going to name it student details. So as I told you, just right click on it, or you can double click on it. Then we have student details. So you can give it a color. So the first one about us, go to tab color, you choose the color of your choice. Then the student details to tab color, then you give it a color of your choice. So this way we are going to create the form that will contain the student database. So in this section, you have to be very careful with how you name your cells. It's very important. So let's do as I'm doing here. So in here there's cell A1. So A1 will be admin name. So you make it ADM number dot. So that's the admission number. Then the B1 will be the name, and then C1 will be for the class, Then D1 will be what? Gender. And then E1, that's date of birth. Sorry, that's DOB. Sorry, date of birth. Then F1 will be DOA, that's date of admission. DOA. Then so J1 will be what? ADM, that's admission fee. Then you go to H1, that one will be what? Guardian's name. So we have the guardian name. Then we also have what? So I1, so that one be what? Address. And then J1 will be the contact. Good. So after getting this, you have to format it appropriately. So by doing that, I'll just click on what? The A1 here, the A column here. For admission number 10, that side is okay. Then the name, you need to expand it because we're going to enter a name over there. So let's see. Should come to this side. So that's for the name. Then the class 2, return it to this side. Then the gender, we have male and female. This one is cool. Date of birth, we use long date, so it should be here. Let's come a little. Then date of admission, that one too should come here. Then admission fee should be here. Then guardian's what? Name should come to this side. Then we have the address. You click on it like this. Then you place your cursor here. Then you drag it up to this side. I think that's for the address. The address is cool. Then we also have the contact. Someone may be having 2 contacts or 1. So let me extend it to this side. Good. Then what I'll do is I'll just click on the row 1. Then increase the font size. So with this one, I'm going to make it 20 is okay. 20 is cool. And then I'll just center it. Then I'll go for bold. I'll bold it. So when you come here, you just place your cursor here. Double click. Admission fee is okay. Guardian's name, that one too is okay. Then the rest, good to go. Guardian name, let me extend it a little. Good. What is left for me to do is to add some colors to it. So let's say the admission number, that one too, I'll just place the cursor here. Then double click on it to widen it. Also place, you click on the A column, then you drag it down a little bit. Then you can place it middle align. So we have it here. So this is the left alignment. We have the center, then the right alignment. We also have under here we have the middle align, then we have the bottom align, then top align. So I'll go for middle align. Good. So since I need to what? So when it comes to this side, I need to apply some colors to it, but I don't want it to come to this side. Extend it to this place. So what I'll do is I'll just select the source that I want to edit. So I just click here, drag it to the contact. Then I'll go for the fill color. think this particular blue is okay. Then the test color, I'll go for white to make it what visible, and I'm good to go. So after getting this, what I'll do is I'm going to I want this system to have about 300 students for a particular class. So what I'll do is I'll just select cell A2 up to the last one, but let me select the entire. Okay, so from A1, but if you do that, it will select the last, so I don't want it that way. So from A1, then I'll move it. I want it to go I want 300 students. So as you are moving, you check it. So 300. So it should be 301 because the admission number has taken 1. So I'll add 1 to it, making 301. That is. Then you drag it. The last was it the contact number was, let's see, I think it was at J. So let me come to J. So after selecting like this, I'll just go in for what? I'll apply border to it. So you come to make sure you are at home. Then you have the border here. So I go for all borders. You can decide to give it a color. So you go to the border here. We have the line color. You can select any color of your choice. Then we have styles here, which you can also select it for your border. So anyhow you want it to be. Then this one is okay for me now. So I've applied border to it. So now this side too, you can decide to hide them, or you leave it as it is. But I don't think we'll add anything there. So what I'll do is I'll leave about 2. Let me leave the 3 cells there. So I'll stand on N. Then you click on your shift control, then your right arrow key, then you right click on it, then you select hide. Then you do the same in here. So let's say if you are doing it for 300 students, then if you want to add another one, then you can add it to it. But this training, so I'm limiting myself to 300 students. So I just click on the row 302, and then click on the control shift, then down arrow key. You press on it once to select all. Then you right click inside here, then you select hide. Okay, so this is the forms or a sheet that is going to take the database of the students. So in here we have the admission number. Oh, what is happening? Sorry. Let me undo, because I don't want to type it again. Let me undo again. What happened? Okay, so this one I shouldn't apply borders to it. That's why it's behaving like that. So what I'll do is I'll just select here, then up to the contact, then I'll go to the fill color, then change the color, then the text color too, I'll select white, and I'll align it to the middle like this. So this is where I'm going to apply the borders. I'll be at A2, then drag it to where the contact is, like this. Then I'll just place it here once again, then drag it to the 301, 301. So you take your time and do it well. Okay, 301 is here. Then I'll go and apply all borders. So you click on the drop down here and you set out all borders, and you are good to go. Now I can go on and hide the other cells. So I'll just leave the KL and then M, then come and stand on N. Then click on the N, click on the Shift, Control, right arrow key, then right click inside there, then select what? Hide. Then I'll do the same to the bottom here, the cells that I don't need. So that one too, let me leave the 302 and then stand on what? 303. Then press on what? Control, Shift, down arrow key, then you hit on what? Hide. So this is the form that will take what? The database of the students. So any data that you enter, it will automatically come to this place without being typing it what? Manually. So let's see, let me add the home button to this place. So I'll just go to insert, then shape, then I'll draw. Let me go for the shape. I'll draw it in here. You can use a picture for it, but since it's a training, let me use these shapes. Then I'll go to the shape effect preset. So let's see, I want this one to be my home button. So I'll just right click inside here, then go to edit text. Then I'll just write what? Home. Then I'll select it, go to the home tab, then increase the font size. 16 is cool now. Then I'll bold it. Then the text color, I'll go for height. Then the shape or the fill color. No, it shouldn't be fill color, but it should be what? Shape color. So let's see, let me select it. Then go to format. Then shape fill. Which color is cool? Okay, the red is okay. So anytime you click on this button, it should send you to the home page. So in doing that, you need to create what? A hyperlink. You need to link it to the home page. So let me link it. You right click on it, then you select hyperlink. When it opens like this, we have what? Existing file or web page. Do you want to link it to a web page? No. Place in this or document, then create a new document. We have created a document already, so I have to place it inside that document. So I'll select what? Place in this document, then you click on it. So these are the buttons that I have created. The first sheet was home, the second one is what? About us, and the third one is what? Student details. So what do you want the button to do? So when you click on it, it should navigate to the home page. So I just select what? Home, and click on OK. So now let's see. So when you place your cursor on it, now it has turned to what? To a hand. So when you click on it, it takes you to the home page. So this one too, let me do the same to it. You click on it, then you select what, hyperlink, then you select what, the home, click on OK. So still, since we are the home page, when you click on it, you'll be at where it is. So let's see the next one too. This is what, show tools, hide tools. So let me add the about us button to it. So the moment you click on it, then it will navigate you to the about us what page. So Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste. Then I'll place it here and change the name to about us. Then I'll bold it. So this one too, I have to select and bold it. And this one, it has been done already. So I just close it a little. You can decide to change the color, or you can maintain it as it is. So I'm going to add a macro to it, or link this one to the about us home. So I just click on it, right click, and go to hyperlink. Then you place it in this or document. So where do you want it to navigate to? So I want it to navigate to the about us. So you click on it like this, then we click on OK. So the moment you click on the about us, then we have the about us what sheet. So I want to go to the home. So these are the tabs that we have created. So we are now done with the home page or the dashboard, and then we have created a database for the students. So let's see what we are going to do next is to create the student database form. So this is the sheet that we have created, which will contain the information. So we are going to create a form that whenever you click on a button, it will trigger a form for you to fill. So after filling that form, all the details will come in here. So we will be having the admission number, the name of the student, the class, the gender, date of birth, date of admission, admission fee, guardian name, address, and then contact. So that will be the next thing we will look at. So I'll end here. I don't want the video to go too lengthy, so I'll end here. Say goodbye for now.